Hi there, sign of Sagittarius. How are you all? This is Kim here to do a reading for you for your last week in September. Sorry, I'm like questioning myself. Last week in September, beginning of October. So let's call in your spirit guides, your higher self, higher power. We want to get messages that's for Sagittarius and Sagittarius's highest timeline. Please. Positive messages, please. All right, we have, I need to tell you what I'm pulling from. Sorry, the Witch's Oracle is what I'm doing. These are all pretty much new decks for me. Well, except the tarot I keep usually pretty standard, but this is the Witch's Oracle. Always loving different Oracle decks. Always loving it because the messages get so interesting. And look at that one. Who are you putting a spell on? I have power on the bottom. Well, it says serpent, but power. Interesting. So Sagittarius, you know, right away, I mean, what I've noticed, other than she's got little dragonfly wings, so that's really cool. She may be a fairy. Fairies have been in the readings a lot lately, like just from various decks. But the rainbow is the promise of good to come. You know, it's a promise for great cosmic gifts up ahead. A firm, solid future. The frog is, I think, indicative of like turning somebody into a frog because we have spell. 32. Enchantment or spell. I'm going to go to the book because you may be putting a spell on somebody. Heck, maybe even doing something unconsciously, putting a spell on someone or something. 32. Enchantment. So the vibration for this card is the astral. Your keyword is enchantment, illusion, and fantasy. It's like all my favorite words all in one there. All of that. Spells and incantations are spoken, written, danced, or created in secret rituals that remain hidden until the spell comes true. The magical potential of any spell requires energy, need, and focused concentration. Herbs, crystals, spices, and sacred symbols are often used, as well as energies of particular deities associated with the content of each spell that is woven. So the meaning is, this means enchantment is in the air. It's a magical time for you and a magical time of your life. It says you may find that you're waking up from a dream or an illusion here. It says, see life as it presents itself. So you watch out for self-delusions too, okay? See life as it presents itself. And remember too, that when you follow the ways of the wise, you will always be shown the truth. Expect it to be revealed. On a high note, a wish will be granted. Yes, that's kind of what I was getting with that, is that a wish would be granted. Spell or enchantment. That's interesting. All right. It's making me want to pull another oracle card. I'm going to go into this deck. This is the Soul's Journey lesson cards. It's been out for a while. I like this deck. James Van Praagh. Sorry. So let's get into this. Spirit guides, angels, give us messages, please, for Sagittarius and their highest timeline. Okay, maybe we have to get rid of blame. Maybe that's why it's kind of showing up like that. It says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Also feeling like this is something to do about how you feel. Meaning, you can't blame somebody else for how you feel. Like, you can't say, well, if they wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do this. Like, your reaction is yours. your reactions are yours. And truly, even the, you know, the way that you are going to feel after feeling something initially is determined to what you want to give seeds to. What emotions do you want to feed? Which ones do you want to make go stronger? So you choose, okay? Sometimes we don't choose that initial emotion that we feel, but afterwards we can choose to, one, accept responsibility for ourselves. We will start seeing a world where people accept responsibility for themselves if we keep doing that, right? Eventually, in time. So the dolphins, I always think of dolphins as playing, as getting in touch with your inner child and playing happiness. I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. That's interesting. I am aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. Yeah, well, because here's the thing is, if you were to choose your emotions, and you're going to choose happiness, things kind of have to be, well, reflecting the happiness that you're wanting to feel from the inside out. So yeah, if you're feeling really content, just like if you're feeling drained around somebody, then maybe their energy is draining on you. Maybe it's pulling your energy down. So yeah, we have to think of all of that. Okay. All right, now I guess we'll go right into the tarot. There's blame, there's happiness. Let's go into the tarot. Let's do, we could do a Celtic cross. Spell, blame, happiness. For Sagittarius. And what messages do you have for Sagittarius? All right, Tarot, give us some answers. What's the issue for Sagittarius? What's their issue? I think this is the issue. I think this is a challenge. Okay. Yeah, we need to trust in our own magic. Look how the High Priestess came out here with the spell. With it means you need to trust in your own magic. You can do a spell, a ritual. It doesn't have to be like anybody else's. It's yours. Brand new. This is an experience. Look at this as an experience you've never experienced as a soul. Something completely new. And the High Priestess here as the challenge is you're being challenged to be self-reliant and to listen to your intuition. Knowing that you hold a lot of hidden wisdom connected to this spell or this enchantment card, meaning you have more magic in you than what you're using. So 9 of Pentacles in the reverse is like, either it's like being dependent on somebody else, which sometimes that's, you know, that can be temporary. Sometimes it's not always attached to codependent relationships. Sometimes it's because we take a hit in life, and that happens too. So it can be something like that. But it is the art of practicing self-reliance, which is never giving up. So I suggest you don't have to go at it alone. Oh, okay, that might be a message. Even though this seems kind of, because the High Priestess, well, she keeps to herself. She's passive. She keeps to herself. And then the 9 of Pentacles lady, well, she's very independent and does things herself. With it being in the reverse, I think what it's saying is that even if you do things by yourself, even if you're trusting your intuition, even if no one else says that they're going with you alongside this journey, Spirit will. And they say you're never alone in that sense. You're never, ever alone. The heart of the matter here, the heart of the matter, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I had this earlier for Aries, and it's reminding me of like not a new adventure, possibly something from the past that has to do with finances. It might be talking about needing to look for a new way to do something when it comes to finances, or how you make them. Okay, and investments. Either you're going to retry to do something again, this time giving it your all and knowing that you're not alone in the journey, and using your magic this time around. Yeah. Or it's just you haven't received any news yet regarding finances. And maybe this is indicating a financial windfall. This just hasn't. The delayed news is right here, right? All right, the past energy. Past energy for Sagittarius. Temperance in the reverse. It's time. Okay, they're saying divine timing is now. It's time to start this. Whatever this thing was that you were going to do by yourself or on your own, that you thought was on your own, it's time. Divine timing is now. The stage has been set. The stage has been set for everything to move forward. The stage has been set. All right, so that's interesting. What is the present or the now situation, the now moment? What's the now moment for Sagittarius, Spirit? Because they're telling you, don't resist this change with the world in reverse. It's big, and it's a higher elevation to what you're experiencing right now. It will make you truly happy. You're gonna have to, well, go after your 9th cup. That's how it is in this deck. It's very clearly that she's leaving or he's leaving. It doesn't matter. They're leaving. This person's leaving in order to pursue a dream or a wish. They're finding their 9th cup. And most of the time, the 8 cups is like, well, this didn't work out, so we're going to come over here. Sometimes it can be associated with overindulgence. Really, it's just a situation that didn't turn out to be the best. In fact, you may call it disastrous. So you leave, or you emotionally detach yourself from someone or something so that you can go on to something new and make space for something that, like that, your 9th cup. Ace of Wands in the reverse. I'm really feeling something from your past that you're trying to re-spark. It's going to require you to leave something behind, but you're trying something that you've tried before in your past. This is something that you're very passionate about. 3 of Wands. Collaboration and waiting for your ships to come in. There's definitely something, either this is a something or someone that you've known before that was a passion that's coming back out. So whether this is a career, a hobby that's getting back in full force, it could be that, or it could be person. It's very focused. Once you have the focus and the drive here towards it. All right, how do you feel? How do you feel? Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Star in reverse. You feel, yeah, like you're having to revise what you picture your dream life looking like. What do you imagine your 9th cup, your wish is? It may be different than what you have right now. The Queen of Cups in reverse is like something just isn't working on a level of self-care. So something, I feel like something is just not healthy for you physically and emotionally. And there's a need to take care, to have self-care, leaving an old way of doing something behind and taking better care of yourself. All right, could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Queen Sagittarius, that could be your energy here, but I don't know if you're feeling like yourself here. I wouldn't say you are feeling like yourself. I'd say you're not feeling like yourself. In the environment, Queen of Pentacles, okay. 5 of Pentacles on the bottom. Either money is stopping you from living the way that you want to live, or having the luxury items that you want to live. Or there's an issue with somebody trying to like butt in. Somebody that is like committed to something else, trying to butt in on your commitment. Does that make sense? Queen of Pentacle energy could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but there's something about feeling restricted, feeling like you don't have as much as like what you're wanting to have. But listen, the Queen of Pentacles, even with a financial strain, she is resourceful with her money and her time, and she does really good with using the best of her resources, knowing that she's got all she needs around her. All right, the hopes or fears for Sagittarius. Hopes or fears. Oh, 6 of Wands. And I don't know if it's coming out with 4 of Cups, because it's maybe a fear of your own success, of getting out of your own way. Because, you know, the 4 of Cups sometimes is missing something. Like, I missed it. I looked around. It doesn't mean that it's not still happening, though, I guess. So what I'm trying to say is that something might be happening without you even knowing it. Maybe you don't even see this success that's coming here, because it is here. The 6 of Wands is like, this is the energy that you're feeling, and that is one of victory. It just requires you get out of your own way. And there's something like behind scenes that I feel like is being kind of orchestrated for you here. What's the outcome energy? What's the outcome energy for Sagittarius? Outcome energy for Sagittarius. Yeah, the Star, and it's not necessarily in reverse, but I still feel like it's a revision of what your wish is. So, one, it's hopeful for you getting what you want when you discover what it is that you want. Not so sure you know yet about what's coming in for you, what this Star like represents for you. Whatever it is, it will let you release your burdens and lighten your load from whatever it is that you're doing right now. All right, so let's get another oracle card for you, and then I'm just going to wrap up your reading, close your reading out. I thought it was good. No one to blame for your happiness but you. No one to blame for your happiness but you. Let's do this. Let's do a Southern Oracle card, because it will fit perfectly, I think, right there. For Sagittarius, what do we have? Don't get your feathers in a ruffle. Inner calm, well-being, have patience, deep breathing, compassion, and something is ideal. If something is ideal. So something might not feel like the exact ideal situation, but you're on your way to your, you know, what you want, what you think that you want. What you think that you want. All right, angel numbers. An angel number message. 15 changes. I am wise. Okay, and wise means that you use your lessons, and you use your experience to make wise decisions in the future. It says 15, your love for others is powerful, and you are able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you into contact with a variety of people, all who would benefit from your heartfelt words of wisdom. I am wise. I am wise. All right. And, let's get a dream totem for you too. Oh, right away. Forgiveness. Trusting yourself is often harder than trusting others. Don't worry if you get this wrong. It says the consequences will not be as bad as you think. And that's what I've got for you, Sagittarius. Thanks, guys. Sending you love and light. Bye-bye.